Hi Now Daily. Lights, camera, action. We learn what went into some of the films featured at this year's Hawaii International Film Festival. Plus, a moment of zen. We get grounded in the studio on this Meditation Monday. Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now, one of the Made in Hawaii films at HIP highlights indigenous snails. And joining us now all the way from Pakistan is the writer, producer, and director of Oli Kahuli, Muhammad Ali Ijaz. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so tell me, indigenous snails. Why? What is this all about?
Well, why not? Because at the end of the day, snails are a very important part of the ecosystem, and Hawaiian snails are extremely beautiful and highly endangered, sadly. And the interesting thing about these snails is that there were at least 1,000 species of land snails which were found in Hawaii, compared to maybe 1,000 species found across continental USA. So just this small island had so many different species of these beautiful land snails, which also played an important part in Hawaiian culture as well.
Wow.
So I thought, this is something that needs to be highlighted, a story needs to be told about this, and that's why I ended up making this film.
Absolutely. Well, I have no idea, and it sounds like it's going to be an amazing educational opportunity for our community. Now, I have to ask you, you're coming all the way from Pakistan. Can you tell me how you came from there all the way here to Hawaii?
Well, I only had to cross 3 oceans, and I'm originally from Pakistan, and I make wildlife and environmental films back in my country. And I was here in Hawaii for 2 years at the University of Hawaii doing my master's degree with the East-West Center, and that's when I was able to make this film. It was a part of my capstone project for my master's program.
That's awesome. And so where did the inspiration behind indigenous snails specifically come to you?
Right. So as I said, I love telling stories about wildlife, nature. That's something really close to me. And when I came to Hawaii, I read a lot about the extinctions and what's been happening to the environment here. And when I found out about the snails, I thought, that's something that people should know about. And at the end of the day, snails are something that we just overlook. Usually people are more interested in these celebrity animals, like the pandas and
Yes.
the snow leopards, which we have back in Pakistan, by the way. But I usually like highlighting those animals which are sort of overshadowed by these other species,
I love
which get
that.
the limelight.
But care about the snails, people. Care about the snails.
Absolutely. We should care about all the creatures that live on our planet, because at the end of the day, the smallest creature has a very important role to play.
Absolutely. It's all part of the cycle.
All part of the cycle. And in my films, what I try to do is ask the question, why should we care?
Mm-hmm.
And, the answer to that is, how does that affect us?
Mm-hmm.
And if it affects our culture, if it affects our identity, if it affects our health, that's when we care. It has to sort of talk to us, and, so that's what I try to do.
Yes, it sounds like the answer is in your film. I also wanted to ask, I know you have something on the horizon. Can you talk a little bit about an additional project you're working on?
Absolutely. So I have so many dream projects, but one of the projects that I'm actually working on are the last crocodiles that we have in Pakistan, the last wild crocodiles.
Wow.
And these crocodiles are now found in a beautiful remote river in the province of Balochistan. And I've been able to make a trailer for that film, and I'm trying to get it funded. And yeah, I just really look forward to telling the telling the story of these wild crocodiles, which are last of their kind in Pakistan.
Wow. Well, thank you for being a change maker in the world. It is so important to tell these stories. And for anyone that wants to see the premiere, when is that happening?
So it's happening tomorrow, but the tickets are sold out.
Oh.
And HIF has been incredible because they were able to, highlight this particular topic through my film, and I'm so glad that I'm here for HIF. And at the end of the day, I would really encourage everybody to come to HIF because they have an amazing selection of films from across the world, and it's an opportunity to get entertained, to get educated. So yeah, to watch my film, you could come on the 10th to the Kahala theaters.
You nailed it. Kahala
and
Theaters.
my film is playing in the Made in Hawaii Shorts segment. So please do come and watch my film and the other films as well. And yeah, follow me on Instagram if you can, and to sort of support my film. It's Ali Leo 555 at my Instagram account.
All right, make sure you give him a follow and, of course, support his amazing works. It's all for our environment. Thank you so much for joining us. And, of course, you're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. I had no idea.
Two-time Emmy and Grammy Award winner Kathy Griffin. My Life